The A10 opening win over George Washington. Coach, just start with the opening thoughts on the game.
Obviously thrilled with the team today and our overall effort. This morning in the walkthrough and at breakfast, they were very calm and confident, so they gave out that air of like, we're going to go into it and give it our best. And I really loved how they handled some of the situations in game, like there were different things that were happening, and I think we were aligned really well on what our strategy would be, and I think that led to the win.
Just talk about that last goal.
Craziness.
Mackenzie got the rebound, scored. Just take us through it all.
Well, I was very confident Coyne was going to score on the 8-meter, and unlucky that it hit the pipe, but then being in the right place at the right time, Max was able to put it away. It was pretty exciting.
What was the energy like after that, and being able to regroup the team to finish strong?
I was thankful I had a timeout left because there was 1:26 on the clock, so I think that's a lot of time for another team to score. So it was good for us to regroup and make sure that we played out the 1:26 and didn't start celebrating the win too early. So I was really pleased with the draw unit on that last draw because Emily King really hustled, and I think her effort put us in a position for Chelsea to cleanly pick it up. So that was a key to get possession. Obviously their pressure was pretty intense to get the ball back, and we made a little mistake, but we were able to get it back and it all worked out.
You mentioned looking at the stats that Mackenzie, you didn't even realize she had 4 goals, but
no, I didn't.
Another leading scorer today with 4 goals. She just has a
she's
way of finding
good.
the net.
She's kind of sneaky good, right? She just finds a way to get it done. We had a good conversation yesterday at practice, and I think her confidence in that conversation came through today, where she wants to be the one when the pressure is on, and I think she stepped up in a really great way today.
Another senior on the defensive side, Hannah Puella, she moved up to second all-time at Duquesne and caused turnovers. What have you seen from her from your time here? And
she reads situations, so she's so athletic. That's number one. I think her athleticism and her instincts, her defensive instincts, how she reads plays, how she can anticipate. She made me a little nervous today by going for a couple that I was like, okay, but I was so happy for her. You know, to see all of her hard work pay off. I think it's well deserved.
Already the season is young, and you have 3 one-goal wins in your first season here with the Dukes. Just what does that mean that you as a staff and them on the field can just control emotion and handle situation appropriately?
I think with every one-goal game, we learn a little bit more about ourselves, and so I think we understand the importance of playing full 60, and that there's ebbs and flows to the game, and with those ebbs and flows comes positives and negatives, you know? So I think we've gotten better at understanding one play doesn't determine an outcome.
Tristan gets a start and gets 3 goals, and you could just see, it seemed like the smile was on her face the entire 60 minutes. Just what was it like just seeing that kid get so encouraged and just seeing that rub off on the floor?
I think, well, Tristan's earned the right to be out there through her, earned the right to be out there through her performance. I think she's approaches the game with like a very relaxed but confident way, and so she's pretty smooth. So I think it's been exciting to see her play so well. Sorry.
The defense was like a rock. It set the tone in the first, even though it conceded 1, and just really set the tone. Just how encouraging was it to see that defensive effort, and how much of a focus has that been for you?
Well, it was great to see the unit come together so well. I mean, we focused in practice on different aspects that we wanted to improve on, but as well as GW's strategy. So I think we did a great job of forcing low percentage shots, causing some turnovers, coming up with key ground balls in the scrum area. But I thought Meg played well too, so we got some good stops. All the way around, I thought we played really well defensively.
Couple more players to highlight. Mia getting a goal, just setting the tone after the draw control struggles early. And Kelsey's all-around effort, gets a goal, gets a stick on a play that really is momentum. Just every momentum-changing play, it seemed like it was her. Just as 2 players that have really stepped up, just what does that mean to you?
I think our freshman class has been pretty instrumental in the team's success, both like in practice and also on the field. But I thought Mia's very gritty. I think she's a great hustler. She has speed. She has great attacking instincts, and so I was happy to see her have such a great game today. That was a key goal that she had, you know, and Kelsey attacked the cage so hard on her goal that it was good to see the freshmen lift us up some with some of their plays.
How much do you think early was a result of the draw control, and even though the numbers didn't necessarily go your way, at least centering it, how much did that help just getting a little bit more momentum off of those plays?
I was really unhappy with our draw performance, point blank. I think the team wasn't adjusting well to where the draw was going, and in the scout, we knew that it was going to be a foot race, and that GW prides themselves on hustling, outworking their opponent, and I think that was pretty evident in the draw. But the draw that matters the most is the one we got at the end, in my opinion. I mean, that was the one that set us up to win. Even though there was some, a little bit of back and forth, it was that draw, really, I think, deflated GW's chances to take the game or to tie it.
What are the biggest pieces of advice or coaching that you've given this team here in year one, and how do you think this group has made you a better coach?
Oh, really? Making me better?
You can always be better. Everybody
So
can be
I
better.
would say that we've been, what's the word? I think we're starting to understand, philosophically, where I'm coming from. And I think the girls with each, like you touched on, each one-goal game, when we go back and look at film, we talk about different areas of the game that we can get better. And we're using those lessons to keep moving forward. So I think some of the lessons that we learned in the previous one-goal games were beneficial to us today.
Last thing, Coach, just what's it mean to start A10 play with a win in your first year?
It's the focus, right? The focal point is the A10, and this was a big one for us. I think they off to a great start, 5-1. There's good rivalry. So I think that I have to go back to the fact that the team came into today with this calm confidence that made me feel like it was going to be a competitive game. And then when it mattered most, we found a way to get it done.